Hi, you are engaging in the ELA Guidebooks Unit Hurricanes. The purpose of this video is to learn more about the geography of Louisiana and how it relates to how many hurricanes it experiences. This will help you better understand why Louisiana needs to remain vigilant when it comes to hurricanes and understand why New Orleans is so vulnerable to hurricanes. Be sure to have your handout available and something to write with for the video. Why is Louisiana faced with so many hurricanes? In this video, you will investigate this question by looking at Louisiana's location and its geography. Now you are going to watch a video of a hurricane from a satellite. What do you notice about where the hurricane comes from? I notice that the hurricane starts over the ocean, then moves towards the land. This is a map of how warm and cold the oceans are around the world. Water that is at least 80 degrees is shown in dark red. Sure enough, I see a lot of warm water where hurricanes could form near Louisiana. Most hurricanes that hit Louisiana begin in the warm waters of the Atlantic Ocean. In fact, hurricanes only form above water that is at least 80 degrees. So for a place to get a lot of hurricanes, it needs to be near a warm part of the ocean. After hurricanes form, strong winds, called trade winds, push them towards the United States. Here's a map of storms that formed in this area of warm water. Each line represents a different storm. What do you notice? I noticed that all of these storms were pushed by the wind toward the United States. Right in the middle of all those storms, here is Louisiana. Now you are ready to list some reasons Louisiana experiences hurricanes. Pause this video to record your answers on your handout at the second stop sign. Then, hit play when you are ready to continue. Let's check your work. One reason that Louisiana experiences so many hurricanes is because it is near warm parts of the ocean where hurricanes form. Another reason is that the winds push hurricanes west towards where Louisiana is located. We now know that Louisiana experiences many hurricanes because of where it is located. But is there more to this story? Are there other things that make Louisiana more vulnerable to hurricanes? In addition to wind, hurricanes can have heavy rain and can cause huge floods. As hurricanes are blown towards land, they push the water in front of them. This surge of water can cause floods if the land is low with no mountains or cliffs to stop it. Hurricanes can cause rivers and lakes to flood because of all the rain they produce. For example, in 2005, Hurricane Katrina caused huge floods in New Orleans. So we know that places that are low and flat with no mountains or cliffs are vulnerable to the floods hurricanes can cause. We also know that places with lots of rivers are vulnerable because rain from the hurricanes can cause those to flood too. Let's look at Louisiana to see if we find those things there. Here are some images of Louisiana. We can see that there's a lot of water and that the land is very flat. Now you are ready to explain why New Orleans is vulnerable to hurricanes. Pause this video to record your answers on your handout at the third stop sign. Then, hit play when you are ready to continue. Let's review. The first thing I notice is the location of New Orleans near a large body of water that connects to the ocean. I know that hurricanes blow in from the ocean to the land, and that Louisiana sits right near warm parts of the ocean where hurricanes form. Another thing I notice is that New Orleans is surrounded by water, the Mississippi River, and Lake Pontchartrain. Plus, there are a lot of little smaller bodies of water around it. This makes the city vulnerable to flooding that hurricanes can cause. In fact, the city of New Orleans is lower than the bodies of water around it. It's almost like a bowl. People have built special walls to keep the water out called levees. All of these things mean that New Orleans faces a lot of hurricanes and is vulnerable to the damages that they can cause, like flooding. Hurricanes happen in many places, but some places, like Louisiana, face more hurricanes than others because of its location and geography, making it vulnerable to floods. You will use this knowledge as you engage in the ELA Guidebook's unit, Hurricanes. When you finish this video, be sure to turn in your completed handout to your teacher.